Okay,
Oh God.
so this is a random video, but
We've just been digging around with these, so
he,
it's been fun.
for like the last hour or so, we've been watching videos. Well, Josh been playing Mario Kart, and I just got
Mhm.
to, I saw a random video saying top like 100 Mario Kart tracks, and we've been just going over a couple videos. So he's been for Mario Kart, and we've been watching him and naming all the top, like a top 100 list of different things. So we actually decided to record one because our discussions were interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
So we came across this video, the top 125 Nintendo games of all time. So we're gonna give our opinions on it. So number one is Yoshi's
Let's
Island.
go.
That's
Number
it.
one, or like, so is this like worst to best, or
No,
like,
I'm
is it
joking. I was
going?
just saying number one is Yoshi's Island. That's my.
Oh, okay. I was like, I was really confused for a minute. I'm like, that is not the bottom of the list.
That's not how you start.
I'm like, what?
Right. So let's go. 125. Excite Truck. Wii 2006 happened on
I
the list.
actually played that. That was
Have you?
actually pretty fun. But yeah, I can agree with that. It's not a very good game.
Well, to be fair though, this is top Nintendo games of all time. So 125. I'm
I mean, it
assuming.
made the cut.
Yeah, exactly. Because in that there's 138 Mario games. That's this is
I
gonna be
know.
out of like
Yeah. So that says a
out of
lot, actually.
it's gonna be out of like 500 or so Nintendo games.
Yeah, there's a ton.
120,
Okay, fair.
124 F-Zero X expansion kit. I do like F-Zero.
I never played too many of them, but like, I like F-Zero.
Yeah.
I wish I'd played more of them.
123 Pilot Wings Super Nintendo. Never played
Oh
that one.
wow, me either. That's old.
In 1991 it said.
Yeah.
122 New Super Luigi U.
Again with the Super Luigi U.
Yeah, like we were saying, it's like Mario U. Yeah, so you can put either one, either or really.
Hmm.
121 Wonderful 101. You
I
played that?
don't know what I don't know what that is.
I haven't. I don't know. I'm gonna look it
Maybe
up.
if I saw it, I might recognize it, but I never played it.
Developed by Platinum. It's a horde of superheroes. Yeah.
I'm
It's
kind of surprised any Pilot Wings games was on that list anyway, because like they never really appealed to me. But I mean, I've heard a lot of good things about them though, so I don't
yeah.
know. Maybe I'm dumb.
I think 64s are more popular than one, but I don't know.
Yeah.
120 Mario Party 5.
Man, fuck my life. I mean, out of all Nintendo games, though, yeah, okay. But I was disappointed in the Mario list where the Mario parties fell because that was
Yeah.
wrong.
You can't have Mario Party 9 high up in the list. I'm sorry.
That's fucking bullshit. I couldn't believe that.
119 Super Mario Land 2.
I like the Mario lands.
Yeah, so do I. 118 Marvelous Another Treasure Island. I've never heard of it.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Fuck.
117 Mario Bros 2. Well, Mario Bros Lost Levels.
Hmm.
I do like
Nice.
Lost Levels.
Yeah, it's just so damn frustrating.
16 The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass. DS.
Hmm. I never played that one
I
or
never
Spirit
either.
Tracks.
So hopefully there should be a lot more Zelda games on
Oh
this
yeah,
list than
Zelda's
how.
better be top 10 somewhere.
115 F-Zero X. I thought that'd be a bit higher actually, maybe. Because I think F-Zero is one of those cult games though, to be fair. Like, not
Yeah,
cult, but you kind of get what I mean. So
cult classic.
there are fans of F-Zero and
Right. When was this video made, by the way? Like, how recent are we talking? Is this list from?
2014.
Okay, that's not too bad then. Just to put in perspective, like what games are out now.
Yeah. 114 Dr. Mario NES.
I love Dr. Mario,
I am Dr.
but
Mario.
again, I'm trying to put it in perspective because like this is Nintendo games of all time, so
Yeah.
like yeah, that's fair.
100,
So far, this list seems pretty credible,
113 Mario Party 3.
but again, it's just opinions anyway. But yeah, Mario Party 3 would be lower than some Mario parties for me, but like I can
Below,
live with that.
I think we're lower than 5 in your opinion.
Yeah.
112 Donkey Kong Country Returns. I like
Yeah.
DKCR.
Yeah, Donkey Country Returns is
But
good.
again, I'd put the other three ahead of it, so hopefully you can
Yeah,
see them
always.
as well. And I put
Yeah, I would
DK64.
too.
I put DK64 ahead of it as well.
Yeah, I would too.
So it was Nintendo games that says any Nintendo game on a console, because I've just realised that the Banjo series would be on there.
Yeah, because it's been on Nintendo console.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Kirby, and I guess some of the Sonic games possibly as well, the later ones. I just just kind of my head now, like there'll be so many.
Yeah, so like, is it games
Because we've just
licensed
had,
by Nintendo or like on a Nintendo system?
yeah, because we just had just solely Mario games. So I've realised it's such a broader list now.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, 111 Balloon Fight.
I love Balloon Fight.
I like this. Yeah, it's a good
That's a good spot on the list too, I would say.
Yeah, not NES Arcade. 110 Sin and Punishment N64.
I've heard of it. I never played it though.
Yeah, same. Oh, good game. 109 Wave Race 64.
I think I played it, but I don't remember playing it.
I don't know if you played it, but I remember when I recorded it. You're like
I
years
remember
ago,
watching you play it. Yeah, I remember that.
you're in a call. I don't know if I actually put that video up or something. Oh, my, it's gone now. But no, I love Wave
I
Race.
do remember that.
Oh, cool. Well, this answers our question. 108 Banjo Tooie.
There you go. Yeah.
Which I'm interested because I think I prefer Kazooie, but I know a lot of people prefer Tooie, so I hope to see Kazooie on this list.
Yeah, I don't really know because I'd have to like play them through myself because I've only watched people play both of them.
Genuinely, dude, I'd so recommend playing Kazooie. I love Banjo Kazooie.
Yeah.
107. This is a good game. Kirby Superstar.
Yes, that would be higher on my list, honestly.
I love Kirby Superstar.
At least top 100, at the very least.
You can ask Kyle. I'm awful at it, but I'll definitely recommend it.
I love it.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
The 3D re-release is pretty good too. The 3DS re-release.
Here we go. I saw about earlier. 106 Pilot Wing 64.
Yeah, there you go. I was gonna say I knew that was gonna be coming up soon after
Yeah.
the first Pilot Wings came out.
Because that was one of the first 64 games. It was a launch title with Mario 64, I believe.
Yeah, because it was kind of like a tech demo sort of thing, like for it. It
Yes.
felt like.
105. Interesting. Mario Paint.
Huh.
Interesting.
It's about the same spot on the on the Mario list.
Yeah.
Bloopers, man.
What? Now I've got an interview with some guy. Let me
What?
get there. There we go. 104. Mario Artist Talent Studio 64DD.
Yeah, like what even is that? Like that was on the other list
Well,
too.
this is a very suggestive picture or like a screenshot, but some guy got a Pinocchio nose drawn on him now.
Pinocchio.
Anyway, Pinocchio nose. 103.
That just sounds fun.
New Super Mario Bros. Wii. So I'll say what I said in the when I told you earlier. If you're co-op in that game, it's high up on a list, any list for me. But if that's solo, I'm not a fan of Mario Bros. Wii single player.
I agree with all the new Super Mario Brothers as far as that's concerned. The co-op is definitely more fun.
102 Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. I know you'd have that higher.
I would, yeah.
But I think again,
I get it though, and that honestly, in the scheme of everything, like the grand scheme of things, like yeah, that's a good spot for it, I think.
Yeah.
All the rest of the Zeldas are going to be much higher on it, I know already, so.
Legendary. 101 Excite Bike.
I would just put it in top 100 just because it was so iconic.
Should I just put like a FFR clip of just 9-second song in?
Oh god, that like sound blaster fucking god. Oh god.
Making its way to top 100, Fire Emblem on the. How did I said that so stupidly. Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem on the Famicom.
I didn't even know they had one for the Famicom. I've still never played any of the Fire Emblem series, but I plan on playing a few of them in the near future.
99. I do like this game, which by the way, it wasn't in the list earlier.
The Mario list, yeah.
Yeah, which I thought it would be because surely it's a Mario game. Luigi's Mansion.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah,
I'm
maybe
sure
they
they
just didn't
didn't count
consider
it,
it a Mario game.
but Mario is in
Yeah,
it, so I don't know.
I
Anyway,
know.
I like
I
Luigi's
gotta get
Mansion.
it though. I liked it. Yeah,
Yeah, good game.
I would
98.
put Sunshine ahead of it though.
You wouldn't.
I would put
You would.
Sunshine ahead of
Yeah,
Luigi's
yeah,
Mansion. Yeah,
yeah. So would I.
like better.
98. Pike P-Cross or Picross DS.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I never played it, but I saw a lot of it. Like it was advertised very well.
I've said I never played it or heard of it. 97. Metroid Fusion GBA.
Yeah, I've seen some gameplay of that. It's pretty sick.
There we go. This is better. Considering the overall grand scheme of things with the list. 96. Mario Tennis on the 64.
Yeah, I can totally live with that. That's very. I agree with that.
I actually like this game.
I love
95.
Mario Tennis.
95. Blast Corps. 64.
Not sure what that is.
94. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon.
Oh yeah,
I
I didn't like that one nearly as much as Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah, I prefer the original.
Yeah, I do too.
93. Mario Bros. The arcade one. Was like the
Oh,
battle one
oh,
that
okay.
you if
Right.
they can access in Mario 3.
Always reminds me of the DinoKingDan video I did with or the video
Yeah,
I did with
same.
DinoKingDan.
It's just yeah. Just
Blue Mario.
I know. I love that video. Just
It's
like
great.
you die, it's like
That laugh. Oh my god.
it's the best.
Butterfree.
Butterfree.
I'm sorry, that just came out of
Oh
nowhere. I'm sorry.
well, actually, that's somewhat ironic because 92 is Pokemon Snap.
Snap?
Butterfree, I choose you.
Did you say Pokemon Snap?
Pokemon Snap.
Okay, yeah. I played a lot of it.
Pokemon Take Pictures. 91.
Yeah.
Pokemon Conquest on a DS.
Don't think I played that one.
90. Street Pass Games 3DS.
Oh yeah. Those were interesting.
89. Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks DS.
Yeah, that was the other one I never played. They didn't appeal to me as much as any
Oh,
other Zelda, literally.
this could trigger some people. 88.
Uh,
Brawl.
mm,
Smash Bros. Ball.
I,
Smash
I
Bros.
can
Brawl.
I can definitely agree with it. Now that Smash 4 is out, at least I can agree with it.
Again, suitable place on the list. 87. Mario Golf Toadstool Tour.
Yeah,
And
I really
suitable
wish it was higher though,
yeah, which was higher in that Mario list.
especially the Mario list. But I mean that one too, I'd probably put it higher.
Well, I put it higher than this one. 86. Pushmo on the 3DS.
I don't know what that is.
Whoa. Okay, well, I want to see how this list goes, but 85.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong Country.
Uh-oh.
It's the first one, so I'm assuming 2 and 3 will be on there. And they're higher.
They need to
That's
be.
the-
I hope they're top 50 at least.
Yeah. 84. Kirby's Adventure NES.
Yeah, fair enough.
The thing about the Kirby games is, though, and I was saying this, I've said this before, a lot of them are
Mhm.
very samey. So,
Yes, they very much are.
whereas the
And
Donkey Kong
like
Country
for
series
example,
has variety. If we're going to
yeah,
compare the two, because they're
exactly.
next to each other.
Because Kirby Superstar was earlier on the list, and like that has Kirby's Adventure in it.
Yeah.
Like that's what Spring Breeze is.
Yeah, exactly.
So
83. Oh, what the Christ is this? Uendan DS. Oh, it's a similar Osu.
yeah,
It's Osu.
yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, that's a worthy place on the listing because we like Osu.
I love those.
Welcome to us. Click the circles. Okay. Actually, this game I've played before. 82 is 1080 snowboarding.
Oh yeah, I played that.
I actually like it, but I haven't played it in so many years.
Yeah, it doesn't hold up very well. Even though it was like GameCube era, it's still. I don't know.
I do like that game though.
Yeah, I liked it.
81 Pikmin.
Yeah.
This is one of those games where I've never played it, but I understand why it's popular. I've seen gameplay. So
That is a good placement. I love Pikmin, but Pikmin 2 is my favorite, so I hope that one's higher.
Is Pikmin to me what Banjo is to you? It's like should play it. Haven't played it, but
Yeah.
should play it.
Yeah, I could probably agree with that. It's I would make that connection.
Oh, I love this game. Oh, because I just let's played it the other month. 80, Diddy Kong Racing.
Yeah, that's a good spot.
But I would have Diddy Kong Racing higher than any Mario Kart
I would
as
not,
as a
personally.
controversial viewpoint.
Yeah, I disagree.
I just love the for the Diddy Kong Racing. I just really enjoy the adventure, the storyline. The fact it's got a storyline, was Mario. None of my cards do. I I like the characters. I like the difference. I like the music, and I like the overall layout of the world. Although the difficulty curve is such a bitch
It's a
sometimes.
bitch. Yeah, it sucks. That was the main turnoff for me from that game. But I really do wish there were more racing games that took
Like that,
that
yeah.
idea. Like
Well,
that, there needs to be more of that kind of thing.
there would have been though if Rare didn't get sold because there
Oh
was
yeah,
on
I
GameCube
remember.
there was a planned Donkey Kong Racing which didn't get
I
released.
know that would have been great.
Number 79, Super Smash Bros on the 64.
That's respectable. I'm glad. I don't know if I would put that higher than Brawl though. I guess I probably would.
Probably just because
No,
it's
I
the
don't
first
know.
of the series.
Yeah, I mean that has a lot of weight to it. I can agree.
I think Sapphire likes this one. I know Sapphire, if he's watching this, would enjoy that placement. Right, 78, Paper Mario on the 64. Again, we're hoping Thousand Year Doors for higher up
Yeah,
on this list.
the Thousand Year Door better be. It was good on the Mario list. Like it was
Yeah,
a good spot, but I still would have put it a little higher.
and Paper Mario is pretty high as well.
Yeah, which is good because those are great games.
77, Drill Dozer GBA. Never played it.
I've heard of it. Wow, that was close.
76, Kid Icarus.
Oh god, that game is so fucking hard.
Oh, dude, I'm hoping that we see Ninja Gaiden and Donkey Kong Land just so
Oh
Andrew's happy.
fuck, I know. I broke my black hole. God damn it.
75, Animal Crossing Wild World on DS.
I hope the GameCube one is much higher because that's my favorite Animal Crossing. I know it's an unpopular opinion to at least the people I talk to, but
74, Metroid on NES.
that is a good one. I
Start of
never
the
got
series.
too far in it, but Super Metroid is probably going to be much higher.
Yes, it should be. 73, NES Remix 2 on a Wii U.
Those are fun. I love those. I love the NES remix games. Pro Jared didn't like them very much.
Right, this game's worse than Diddy Kong Racing. Super Mario Kart 72. I mean, again, it's probably on the list because it's the start of this series, but I definitely
That's
have
an
it.
okay spot, but yeah, I would have Diddy Kong Racing over it too.
Yeah, we've caught this
Definitely.
game about 500 times.
I know.
We know.
Yeah, it's still my least favorite Mario Kart though.
Yes, and it was the least. It was the lowest on that list as well earlier.
Yeah, so that's good. Yeah.
71, Metroid Prime 3 on the Wii.
Hmm.
Again, as long as the first one, at least, I've never really played 2 or 3. I've played a bit of 1, but I do like Metroid Prime 1. I'd definitely put it higher up on the list.
Yeah, I played a bit of 1. I didn't really play much of it, but it's really cool. I've seen like speedruns of it too.
Yeah. 70, Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages / Seasons.
Man, I have like a grudge against that game sort of because I was at my friend's place for like a weekend and like he had some like karate thing or something. We were like pretty little, but I played Oracle of Seasons, I think, and even with the guidebook, I got like really like stuck for some reason. I don't know. I was probably just stupid, honestly, but it turned me off from the game because I couldn't get anywhere.
Oracle of Anis.
But Oracle of Ages, I didn't really play, so I don't know.
The Oracle games are alright. 69, Perfect Dark.
Oh man,
Again, this is one of those games I like what I've seen of it. I've never played it, but
I've never played it. No.
I know like the thing about this game is it was a rare game and
Yeah.
you needed the expansion pack to play it, but it wasn't like DK64 because you could play without the expansion pack, but half the levels would just seem incomplete and you wouldn't really be able to complete it properly, which is
Yeah,
interesting.
I'm just glad Nintendo like packaged the expansion pack with the games that needed it
Yeah, so it came with
because that was really good marketing.
Donkey Kong and Majora's Mask, didn't
Yeah,
it? Yeah.
yeah.
68 Mario Golf World Tour on the 3DS.
That was the yeah. I need to play that one.
I haven't played it. I don't have a 3DS. That's a problem.
Oh,
67 F-Zero on a Super Nintendo. Again, so
yeah.
when we talk about F-Zero, so this is the one that started the series, so it's probably why it's higher than X. But I really hope GX is high up in the list because that's definitely the ultimate F-Zero game.
Is that the GameCube one?
That's the GameCube one.
Because yeah, I played a demo of that and I desperately wanted to play the full game.
Yeah, it's just like it is.
I need to play it.
It is literally going fast. That's all the game is. That's why. That's why Nagari loves it.
The Super Nintendo one is good though.
I like the 64
like
one.
for its time.
Yes, definitely. But all the F-Zero games are good for their time, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Because just like gameplay and graphics and course design. Absolutely.
Yeah.
66 New Super Mario Bros. On a DS.
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
I do actually. Well, again, going back to the Wii, I prefer the Wii over it, but I do like this one still.
Yeah,
But
the
again,
mini games are cool.
But again, they're not too dissimilar.
Yeah.
65 Mario Kart DS.
I love that one. I'm glad it's pretty high.
I like DS one. That's one of the ones I played a lot because I had the original DS. I had and the amount of times I used to just go out and so whenever we were out in a car or something, I would just have Mario Kart DS on my DS with me, and I'd just be playing it. Either Grand Prix or the battle games.
Mm-hmm.
I remember saying to you the other day because I know you said you didn't like it, but the amount of times I used to play the Shine Thief game on DS.
Ugh.
I actually liked it though, but I was like 12, 13. I enjoyed it. I probably would still play it now, to be fair.
I don't remember playing it much on the DS one, but I mean it's on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe now, so like I've been playing that one and I hate it. But also, I was gonna say just about this video in general, we can basically just call this like a podcast or something because that's kind of what it's gonna be. Since it's gonna be like kind of longish and we're having like discussions about it, so like
yeah, I want to keep this on.
Just so people know like what they're getting into. Like this is gonna be a long discussion kind of thing.
Talking video games. Anyway,
right.
Go back to it.
Yeah, that's good.
Ooh, I'd have this a little bit higher. 64 Donkey Kong Country 2. I have so much love for this game.
What number was it?
64.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's pretty good.
It's all right. Yeah, I'd have it again. No, I'd have it higher.
I'd still have 2 higher than 3 though.
I'd have 2 higher than 3, but again, they're both.
Yeah, they should be higher though.
I'd have 2 just higher than 3, but no, they're both very good games. But then again, everyone who's been on my channel knows there's been a lot of Donkey Kong content. I love DKC 2 though. It just has amazing levels. The music's wonderful. It's so much fun. DKC 2.
Yeah, it probably does have the best music in the series, in my opinion.
Yeah, again, that's why...
they're all great, though, but, like, definitely 2.
Oops, that was my chair. I think I got my mic on and actually picked up the mic when our chair moves.
It's all good.
When it comes to the DKC series, so DKC 1 is lower than 2 and probably 3, if it's on there.
Yeah.
But 1 is still high up because it was a good game that started a great trilogy and then series, basically, eventually. And as I love 1, but 2 and 3 were improvements because they had added a lot more to it. But 1 is still going to be high up in anyone's list because it started that series. That's why I think so. That's why DKC was not too far behind this game.
I agree, especially because of its time. That game looked so good on the Super Nintendo. Like that, it still looks amazing even from like today's standards. I think that game, DKC 1, still looks absolutely amazing for the Super Nintendo.
Yeah,
and just in general, it looks amazing still.
Yeah, the amount of times that we've done this game and then we just mentioned, wow, the graphics are wonderful. Because again, when it comes to DKC, I get blown away by the jungle level. With all the vultures, and you can see in the background. And I like the snow level as well. Oh no, and it's the Aztec level, the millstone.
Yeah,
that one.
beavers in the rotating
Yes,
thingies.
that one. It's just yeah, but the whole game, all three games are designed beautifully.
Yeah,
Anyway, let's move on.
yeah,
Oh, there you go. You like this one? 63 Animal Crossing GameCube.
yeah. That's fair enough. I'm glad it's pushing top 50, so
Yeah,
that's good. I'm really glad because
King.
I absolutely love Animal Crossing, and like I don't know why I didn't like the new ones as much. I think it is mostly nostalgia, but Animal Crossing for the GameCube was like one of the best games on the GameCube for me when it was out. Like oh man, it was like my life for a while.
When it comes to Animal Crossing, it's one of those games I've never played. But I've seen a good deal of, and I totally understand why people enjoy. You can kind of
Hmm.
sense a similarity. So like I haven't played Pikmin or Animal Crossing,
Hmm.
but I think the GameCube one was the first one in the series, wasn't it?
Yes.
So the likes of Pikmin and Animal Crossing, because I think when I got the GameCube, I was 7 when it came out, and I'm not gonna go into like details of my family, but I was up when I lived up north until like I was 10. All the games I had were basically in series that I was familiar with. So a lot of it was still a lot of Mario games. I had a couple of Sonic ones. I had DK, but for example, I didn't go off not like yeah off track with Pikmin Animal Crossing when now I've grown up. I kind of wish I had a bit.
Yeah, I still recommend them. They definitely live up to today's standards, in my opinion. Especially Pikmin. Pikmin is just such a unique style of game. Nothing
Absolutely,
like
yeah.
compares to it. Like the only thing that kind of compares to it is Lemmings, but it's far superior to that.
But I remember though when Luigi, because it was one of the first games to be released, Pikmin, wasn't it? When I got the
Mm.
GameCube, I had like a magazine, like and it was like a Luigi Mansion one, but it was so many pages on Pikmin that I saw the game and was like, oh, cool, cool. And on the PAL version of Luigi Mansion, there might be an NTSC version as well. There on the
Mm.
options of Luigi Mansion, there's a trailer for Pikmin as well, for the original one, for the first one.
Huh.
They
Yeah,
saw
I
us
don't even
online.
remember. Yeah, I don't remember.
Anyway, let's move on. 62. Alright, I can understand this being here because I'm assuming there'll be Zelda games, at least in my head, higher up. 62, Twilight Princess.
Yeah, I can agree with that. It's one of the more forgettable ones for me.
Yeah, same. Um, I definitely put. So, Wind Waker, I'm assuming Wind Waker, Majora's Mask, and Ocarina will obviously be much higher.
Hmm.
Twilight Princess is one of those where it's like, eh, I mean,
It's
it's
good.
yeah, it's good.
It's a good game.
It's good, but again, but that falls in the category of when you're comparing it. Like for example, when we talk about Monkey Ball Junior,
Oh
Monkey Ball and
yeah.
that. But if you compare,
God.
I mean, obviously, I'm not comparing Twilight Princess to Monkey Ball Junior because Twilight Princess is a
No,
good
no, no,
game,
no.
whilst Monkey Ball Junior is awful.
Just the kind of sequel,
Yes,
like
it's that.
kind of syndrome, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, so when you put Princess in the, because Princess is a Zelda, Twilight Princess is a Zelda game. Compared to the other ones that were in the series, it's not memorable, but it's still a good game.
Yeah, it's still really good.
Right, what's next?
Jesus.
61. Nintendogs. To be fair though, like
Nice.
it's like I've never played it, but
I
I
never did either.
totally understand why it's popular for
Oh yeah.
the type of game it is. It's up there with this might be on the list as well. It's up there with Brain Training, which is a game I never had, but I know Brain Training was is similar to this. It's popular with because they're not gamer games. You know what I mean? So like Mario, Sonic,
Yeah.
Zelda, they're gamer games. Pokemon. Whilst this is more of like people who just picked up a DS, probably not into games, but oh, dogs. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it was getting a wider audience, I think.
I played a lot of Brain Age and Big Brain Academy. Those were great. Those were really good games.
I wonder if any of them are on the list. There might be.
Yeah,
I
I
could
could see Brain Age on there.
I
Brain
could
Age was
picture
pretty like the first of its kind,
I could picture
kind
brain
of.
training being on there
Yeah.
because that was at least I don't know in America, but that was very heavily advertised in UK brain training.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm wondering if that's the same as Brain Age. It's just like called
Possibly
something different.
60. Okay, 60. Mother 3 GBA.
Ooh, man.
Now I haven't. Yeah,
Hmm.
Mother 3. I haven't played Mother 3.
Uh, I would personally put that in like the top 30, probably.
You like it?
That game is really good.
So
It's just, it's so controversial though, because people have like mixed feelings about it. But I mean, most people are on the same page with it. Most people love it to death, and it's really emotional. It's really depressing. It's real. Like that's why it's so good because it's like it's raw emotion, and it like there's not a lot of games that really you know make you feel so emotionally attached and like heartbroken stuff like that. It's like it's really heavy. It's a heavy game.
yeah, yeah. I know. I've seen clips of it. It's similar to Earthbound.
Oof.
I know it's in the same series. So it's
Yeah.
got that charm.
Ooh,
But
God, it's
that
so
charm's the
good.
word. But like you're saying, it has got that emotional aspect.
Mhm. Which is really awesome. And I always love games like that. That's why I loved Undertale so much too.
Yeah. 59. Wario Land 2 Game Boy.
Oh yeah, the Wario Land games. I never really played them much.
Yeah, me neither. I wasn't really a big fan of the Wario Land games, but
Nah, I
those ones I
wasn't
have
really
played
either.
them, I wasn't too interested.
Yeah. Poor Wario.
Wah!
Sorry, dude.
Yeah, sorry, bro.
Wah.
58. 58. Rhythm Tengoku GBA. This looks weird.
God damn, I've heard of it. I just can't picture it in my head right now, but
It,
I'm
it,
pretty
it,
sure I know what that is.
it had like a pitch. It had like baseballs. It's guys hitting baseballs against the screen. I don't know.
Swinging a baseball bat at basketball.
We're going off topic there.
I know. I wasn't gonna get into that.
Okay, no.
God damn it.
57. Tetris Attack. Absolutely hell yeah for this game.
Yeah, that is a perfect spot for it. Like, I totally agree with that. Love that game. And at least this list has more love for puzzle games than the Mario one did.
Yeah, but that was a fan voted series, I guess, or just like a
Yeah,
viewer
that's
voted
true.
thing. Was this is obviously IGN, who, well, I don't know how credible they are, but like they've got more well-rounded opinions.
Yeah, personally, I don't usually agree with a lot of stuff IGN posts, but I mean, like, I feel like this is more universal
Yes,
kind of like feedback from like over time.
but yeah, Tetris Attack's awesome. I mean, we know,
Yeah, I love it.
you know, because we've seen you stream it for 3 hours and not lose.
And I have a video of Super Hard on my channel right now.
Which everyone should check out.
Yeah.
I, oh my god, I don't want to watch all this back in editing, but I hope I put it in the description. Right.
Yeah, don't worry about it if you forget. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but Kyle will comment. Hi, Kyle.
Oh my God.
Anyway, 56. Donkey Kong Jungle Beats.
Oh
Never played
God.
that one. I played Donkey
They
Konga.
did that in the blind game race at HDQ.
I never
I believe it
played
was
this
that game.
one, but
I never did either.
like I said, I played Donkey Konga, but I know that
Me too.
series was somewhat popular in a way because it was just new, but it was weird like to bring music to the Nintendo. But
It was just
yeah,
different. Like I
yeah,
still have the bongos from Donkey Konga, but
I had the
uh,
bongos.
yeah,
Jungle Beat. 55. Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, The Adventure of Lunk. Lunk.
yeah. Because as a kid, Zelda 2, I had it for the NES when I was growing up, and it was just so hard for me, as it was for most people, and it is very convoluted and just it's hard to figure shit out. It's very like um, just hard to figure out because there's such like situational stuff, and you have to talk to the right people and know their crazy ass ramblings and what they mean.
It's dangerous to call
But
them.
I do think it's very underrated now that I've like gone back and like watched more people play it and like actually experiencing more of the game and what it had to offer. It's a good one.
Yeah.
It's different and it's hard to live up to the first one because they like the first one was such a classic. It's hard to live up to that in the same way. So people were kind of just caught off guard, I think.
Yeah, I know. I am. I feel like of the NES orders, I think two seems more memorable than one to me, but that's probably just personal.
I
But
I think so. And cryptic, that was the word I was trying to think of
yeah,
for Zelda 2.
very. But I think like it was a good game before the Zelda's like really took off.
Yeah. You know, that is kind of a good point about Zelda 2, though. It is kind of more memorable just because it was such a, like, it kind of stuck out like a sore thumb, honestly.
Yeah.
In this Zelda series, like, I don't know.
54 Super Punch Out on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, I got that on the Virtual Console on my Wii U. I think I got it on the VC on my Wii U. I really don't like it as much as the first one, the
Yeah.
NES one. Mike Tyson's Punch Out's way better.
I'll take Tyson.
Yeah, I'll take Tyson.
53 Kirby. Oh, interesting. Kirby Canvas Curse. I'm
I
not saying it's a bad game, but I would have Superstar and Adventure above it for what it is.
I probably would too, but I really loved Canvas Curse. I played a lot of it.
Yeah, I do like Canvas Curse.
It was
But
just
I,
so cool. It was so unique, and it was perfect for the DS. Like that's the kind of game I was expecting for the DS.
yes, actually, yeah. Actually, yeah. When you consider what the DS was, yeah, using
Yeah, because that was a big hit on that.
yeah. Number 52 Star Fox Super Nintendo.
Yes, fuck yes, I love that game. I love it. It has a place in my heart for sure. I would put the 64 one above it, obviously, but like nostalgia, especially the Super Nintendo one,
Yeah,
it's really
we'll
good.
probably see 64 later. I think as
Probably.
some people I talk to know, I'm not a fan of the Star Fox series in general, but I know that it's this one, 64, are really popular, really good games for what they are. I know they had Star Fox Adventures on the GameCube, which they went away from what Star Fox was all about. I'm just assuming Adventures won't be in this list if Star Fox is up here. I know
It was a
Adventures,
ballsy move when Star Fox Adventure came out. Like
yeah.
that was a huge step for them to go.
And again, these were all rare games as well. I know Star
Yeah.
Fox is rare.
Oh yeah.
51. Oh, Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door. I
For 51,
Yeah,
yeah.
because
Hmm.
then it's all Nintendo games. The Thousand
I
Year
would
Door.
still put it higher.
Yeah,
I would still put it higher.
yeah, I'd give it a couple. I'd push it up a couple.
At
It's just
least.
missed that top 50. But no, Thousand Year Door is really awesome. And again, going back to my like people who I know, they know that I'm not a massive RPG fan, but this is one of the RPGs I can play for hours. I don't have it anymore, which is the only frustrating thing in life. But no, I totally want to get this game again because I played it. I used to play it a lot as a kid.
What is
But
it? Number 50?
51,
Oh, what were we talking about? I forgot. What game were we talking about?
Thousand Year Door.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. I thought you moved on to the next one and you were talking about that one. I'm like, I just got confused.
Oh no, this is one of the games I want to play now.
Yeah,
I don't have it anymore, but it's such a good game.
yeah, because I went back and played it all the way through again recently, and I loved it as much as the day it came out. Like, it's still that good.
Yeah, I like Thousand Year Door.
Yeah, it holds up so well.
Yeah, it really does. Okay, top
Top
50.
50.
Top 50. NES Remix, Wii U, not number 50.
Yes. Yes, those are great. Like I really enjoy them. I can understand people's gripes with them too, because like Pro Jared did a review on them, and he was talking about how he's like, just play the fucking NES versions, like just play the full game. They don't have the full games on there. So that was like the misconception. People were thinking they had like full playable NES games on it, but no. It's different. But it's cool how they spun them differently. They remixed it, and there's like challenges you do for each one. It's really fun. I like it a lot.
Yeah, exactly. And it ties into the modern, like achievement based era
Yeah,
of gaming.
and I love that shit. I eat that shit up. So like, no, it was I was the target audience, I guess.
Right, number 49. Oh, I said right in a video. Again.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, shut the front door. Anyway, number 49. Super Mario 3D Land on the 3DS. If that wasn't obvious. Now, I like this one.
I wouldn't put it that high
I
personally,
wouldn't, yeah. I'd put Thousand Year Door ahead
but
of it.
it's good. I would definitely put Thousand Year Door ahead of it.
But
But
yeah,
yeah,
I do like this
it's
one.
good. It's
Although,
good.
I hope to see Mario 3D World higher.
Yeah,
than
3D World is much, much better.
I feel like we've just as soon as this game's come up, we've just gone. Well, actually, other games are better than this, but no, this is still a good game. I
That's
like 3D though.
yeah. No, yeah. I mean, it's good. Like I said, it's all opinion based anyway. But it's like
Yeah,
it's just interesting. It's just fun to talk about. I like doing
onions,
stuff like this. Onions.
just onions on the internet anyway.
Fuck. Inside jokes aside, let's go.
48. I'm gonna title this correctly. Super Mario Bros. 2 USA. On
For
NES.
48, 48.
48, yeah, which I
Okay.
think's decent enough.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I can
Because
live with that.
in that again, it's basic. It is. This is a rebranch or it's a reskin of an NES original game, Doki Doki Panic.
Mhm.
Of course, a lot of us know the history of Mario 2, but Mario 2 USA. But
Yeah, because I always wonder about that. Like, if they never reskinned it as a Mario game, if it would have done as well.
and I wonder if they never reskinned it, will we have the birth of characters like Shy Guy, who
Right. Yeah.
weren't in
It could have changed the whole
yeah,
franchise, I think. Like, I don't know. It might have been different.
like Shy Guys wouldn't
No.
didn't appear in it. Birdos didn't
Yeah.
appear in it. Had
Right.
Yeah, Toad was in it. Toad was in Mario 1 because he was like Princess in Another Castle.
Oh shit, yeah. I always forget about that for some reason. I
I
don't know
know,
why.
but yeah. For example, like Shy Guys, Birdos, those are two stand out to me. They wouldn't have been in Mario in future if it wasn't for that. For it was for this
Yeah.
game, so it's interesting that. But yeah, I like Mario 2 USA.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, I thought this one would be a bit higher. 47, Super Mario Sunshine.
Yeah, I I've a lot of mixed feelings about it. Like sometimes I'm really into it, sometimes I'm like, man, I don't really
Ab-
like it.
Absolutely 100% agree. And everyone, again, that knows me can probably concur with that. And I think you possibly can. Because the
Mhm.
amount of times that we've talked about this game and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, God, why do I like Sunshine that much? And then there'll be like a month later, I'll be like, I can't wait to play Sunshine. I really want to play it. Like,
There are just parts of that game that I cannot stand playing.
yeah, it's.
Like just I don't know.
But then there's part of it which is just beautiful.
Yeah, there's some really, really awesome things in that game though.
Yeah, I love Sunshine. It's yeah, I hate it. No, but no,
Yeah, I love hate it.
I actually really overall I definitely give it like an 8 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10. But like it's for some reason it's one of those games it can grind on you as well. So I think once
Mhm.
you've done with it, just leave it for a bit, just to actually enjoy what Sunshine is, because it was it's definitely one of like it's I've also got nostalgia bass with it as well though, because I remember this was the
Me
first
too.
because it was because of my age. This is the first Mario game that was new when I went to school, because Mario 64 came out when I was 1 or 2, but I played it as a kid. But Sunshine came out when I was 7 or 8.
You're making me feel old, dude.
Sorry.
Because I was like I think I was 4 when the N64 came out.
I was 1 when it came out. But
Man.
Super Mario Sunshine, when I remember going to school, and the amount of times I was just talking to him, oh God, did you do this? Oh, did you do that? Have you seen this yet? And Sunshine was the first game I had that experience of going to school and talking to your
Oh man.
friends with you
Mine
going, did you do this? Did you do this? I remember the Scrub and Serena Beach one took
Oh
me
man.
hours to do when I was 8, and it took my friend couldn't do it as well. And I did it on the Friday, so a whole weekend I was like, oh, I want to go back to school. Tell my friend I did Scrub and Serena Beach, and
Yeah, I love that feeling.
Sunshine has that nostalgia for me, which is pushes it up a notch as well in my view.
Yeah, the game that was like that for me in my school days was definitely Donkey Kong 64. Like we would
Oh
always go
hell
to school
yeah!
and like talk about it because like we like 2 or 3 of my like friends like we were all like just playing it nonstop and every day at school we were talking about it.
I really hope it's on the list, but I'm probably not. I'm thinking it isn't if DKC and DKC2 have been on here, but
Yeah, you never know.
we can hope. Anyway, 46. Let's go.
Yeah.
Xenoblade Chronicles on a Wii.
Man, I need to get into that series because like my friend swears by it. It is so fucking good. So I'm like, I gotta try it.
Yeah, again, it's one of those games I've heard of and I've seen reviews of, and
Hmm.
positive feedback, but I've never played it myself, so it's one of those. I guess you got to play it yourself to truly appreciate what it is. But unfortunately, I think us two can give a
Much of an opinion on
yeah,
it.
much of an opinion on it really. So we'll move on.
Yeah.
45. Okay, this game we can both give an opinion on Tetris DS, and I don't know about Tetris DS specifically, but Tetris in general, I guess.
Tetris DS was a big part of my DS gaming
Yeah,
life. Like, I played that so much. I loved it because I was like, yes, finally a cool Tetris game that I can play online with people too.
yeah, oh yeah.
I don't remember if that was before or after Tetris Friends. I think it might have been
It was
before, actually.
2006. It came out.
I don't know then, but
Glad to help.
because I honestly have no idea when Tetris Friends came out, but I feel like it wasn't that old. But I don't know. But yeah, Tetris DS. Like I just remember though, because that was the time when like hackers started fucking people up. So like I remember playing Tetris DS and there would be hackers in my room because you could tell because they would have line pieces the entire time.
Hmm.
And that just really ruined a lot of it. But it was fun before shitheads had to ruin it. Same with Mario Kart DS. There were a lot of hackers in that too.
I'm trying to look when Tetris Friends came out, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I guess I can look it up in
honestly don't know.
post.
Yeah.
But again, if I can bother to watch
Someone in
it.
the comments might tell us.
Yeah, hopefully.
Shit. Sorry, I'm playing Mario Kart, so I'm still kind of reacting to that sometimes.
Oh, this okay. This is the one I think some people might have been interested in what I've got to say about. Number 44, Pokemon X and Y.
I still didn't finish it. I need to finish that.
You could have put any Pokemon game here for me. They're all the same with new characters.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
that's me
like,
being super cynical with Pokemon because I don't. I think everyone knows me that I'm not a fan.
yeah, there are like differences, but I mean, I can understand that opinion too. And I'm like kind of on the fence about it, really. Like, I love Pokemon, but like, I have a hard time finishing the games, which is why I haven't bought Sun and Moon because I haven't finished X and I haven't finished Omega Ruby. Because
Like,
I always like start playing them and then I get like halfway through or like three-quarters of the way through and then I stop. I've only ever beaten two Pokemon games, and that's blue version and white version.
oh yeah. Uh, the thing is that I totally understand why people like Pokemon. I think it is actually a cool
Oh
concept for
yeah,
what it is.
it's fun.
I totally understand. It's just not for me, and like I said, it's that whole point of a lot of them are similar, but just with new updated characters, and I feel as though like there's so many ideas they've got before they can run out. And
Yeah,
I remember,
I definitely agree with that.
and I was saying to I don't know, it was a while back, but I remember saying I think one of my favorite Pokemon games, some of my favorite Pokemon games weren't actual main games. So I said
Mhm.
I remember liking, I said I liked Mystery Dungeon because it was completely, it wasn't Pokemon.
I
It was
I want to play that. I really want to play that.
it was like an adventure without Pokemon battle, well, like the
Yeah.
actual Pokemon, um, the main games, plots, and all that stuff. And when it came out, I remember saying, "Dude, Pokemon Go is unique. It's just a mobile game." But I remember saying, Pokemon Go is one of the actually good Pokemon games because you can interact fully with it. But I think they've done that with Sun and Moon, haven't they? Because I know when the 3DS, it's on the 3DS, and
Yeah.
they've got that interaction thing of where you can actually like pet it, like you rub the screen and you can pet your characters or something, can't you?
Yeah, you could do that in X and
X and Y
Y.
as well.
I think you might have been able to do that in Y, maybe. I don't remember when that started, but you definitely X and Y. I think you could.
You can tell my knowledge isn't great, but
Yeah,
yeah.
mine's not too amazing, but yeah.
But X and Y was the first one to have Mega Evolution as well, so I think it's probably why it's high in the list.
Yeah.
See, I do know some things. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's move on. 43, Mario 3D World. Well, I did say I wanted it higher than 3D Land.
Yeah, that's
Well,
good.
I wanted it in the list. Yeah, I do like 3D World. I've never finished it. I was Let's Playing it blind like years ago, but I didn't actually upload it. So I'm gonna redo that whenever.
It's great, like both single player and co-op. Like it's fun all around. Like I still like playing that solo even. I started up playing it too a while ago, but I only got like two episodes in. But I might go back to that at some point because I do really like that game.
Yeah, I
I'd
like
probably just start it over though.
I like that new like the cat Mario sort of power up
It's
thing.
it's so overpowered in the game too. Like not
Yeah.
like game breakingly overpowered, but it's pretty good.
Okay. 42. Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds, 3DS.
I'm really glad this is before A Link to the Past though. So I definitely agree with that placement. Link Between Worlds was very good, but like for me, it was not very replayable. Like I beat it once and I was done with it. Like I had no desire to really go back to it.
Yeah, I've never played it, so I wouldn't really.
But if you like Link to the Past, I recommend playing it if you haven't. Because it has really cool gameplay mechanics. Like they use the new like merging two walls and stuff really well. It's just a really cool concept that they executed really well.
Right then, 41. Oh, Majora's Mask. I
Respectable placement.
Yeah. To be fair though, because there's so many Nintendo games,
There's a
you're
lot.
thinking
Yeah, you gotta keep that in mind with this list
you're
too.
taking a perspective, but I just thought it'd be higher. But
I
at
did
the same
too,
time,
honestly.
I totally understand. Like
Like Majora's
it's a good
Mask.
system.
Yeah, Majora's Mask for me was it's lower on my list of top Zelda games, but it's God, just the creepiness and the like just the way the game feels, it's so unique, it's so cool.
It's kind of immersive in a way. Well,
It's very immersive in a
yeah,
different way than the other Zelda games are, which I think is
yes,
cool. Twilight Princess kind of took a little bit of that too, though, I think. Because that
yeah.
was a pretty dark game too.
Majora's Mask. I do. Yeah, I think we pretty much touched everything we can say about that.
Yeah.
Right, 40.
Good
40. Mario and
stuff.
Luigi Superstar Saga.
Yay. That's
Which,
yeah, another good placement.
okay, yeah, and again, one of the good RPGs. Good
Yeah, I
Mario
love that game.
RPGs.
Like when that first came out too, and I first started playing it, like I was like, man, this is so much fun. And it was like I'm glad it kind of evolved into a series because like some of the later games were like better. Like Dream Team is really good. Bowser's Inside Story was really good. So those might be on this list too.
Possibly. I do, yeah, but I do really like Superstar Saga.
That that's fucking ballsy to put it above Majora's Mask too. Like I'm surprised at that.
and
Like
Thousand
wow.
Year Door. Because I think,
Yeah.
because
Yeah, I actually like Thousand Year Door better.
I know people, again, they're both popular RPGs in their respective series. So it's interesting.
Yeah, I have a feeling this list is gonna put Mario RPG up pretty high.
Maybe.
I'm calling it now.
39. Metroid Zero Mission GBA 2004.
Yeah, another one I haven't played. I never really got into the Metroid series. I've played like very small amounts of time. Like, God, that's bad English, but you know, haven't played them for very long. When I did play any of them,
I can't English well. My English good is not. Anyway.
exactly.
Um, but Metroid Zero Mission, yeah, I haven't played. Metroid's similar to Mega Man in the respect that the popular series that I haven't played much of.
Yeah,
And
I'm the same with Mega Man. Like, I played Mega Man 1 and 2 quite a bit. I like 2 a lot.
like, there's so many Mega Man games now. Like,
That's the thing. And I played what was it, 7 or 9? I can't remember. One of the ones that were
what?
released later.
What was the letters? What were the letters?
I don't fucking know.
But yeah, Metroid Zero Mission. I haven't played this one either, so I can't really comment.
Yeah, I don't really have anything to say about it either.
So we go to the next one. Wario Land
Yeah.
4 GBA.
Do we have a
Uh,
Wario Land earlier?
yeah, we had another Wario Land earlier.
Okay.
Again, yeah, just what we said in that one can apply to this one. So
Yeah, pretty much.
we'll go, we'll go to the next one. 37 Advance Wars GBA. Now this is a game I haven't played, but I know I've seen a Let's Play of it from Sim Kirby a while. Oh, it was long ago because it was up before I started Let's Playing, and I know actually how popular this game was when it came out. Um, but it's not something I haven't played. It's something I'm not really interested in as a game itself. But I totally get why it's interesting to many people and why it was popular or somewhat seems somewhat popular. I mean, 37 in this list, so It's
Yeah,
cool.
I never played it either, but my dad had it and he played it quite a bit, and I saw a little bit of it, but I don't know. Again, it wasn't really appealing to me either,
No,
so
no.
but just personal kind of preference.
Yeah, onions. Anyway,
Yeah. Yeah.
interesting. 36. Donkey Kong 94 on the Game Boy. You
Huh.
were
I
you were
don't
hoping for Donkey Kong Land on the Game Boy, weren't you?
know, but I don't even know what that is, I don't think.
It's similar to the Donkey Kong arcade game. Like you're Mario and you have to save the princess, avoiding all Donkey Kong's crap. But I think it's a more modern version.
Gotcha.
So
Then yeah,
you're
that
like
makes sense.
so you're like on the streets or something and stuff's falling on you. So it's not just barrels, but you've got to avoid obstacles.
Yeah, it sounds familiar, but I'm just blanking on it. I don't know.
Yeah, I've never played it. I've just
I don't think I
watched
have.
about 35 Donkey Kong on the arcade. Well,
Okay,
there
there
you
you
go.
go. Man, that's I don't know.
Yeah, I
I
okay
don't
now.
agree with that
No,
placement.
now I don't get me wrong. I like Donkey Kong Arcade, but anyone who's played Donkey Kong 64 will know why that game should be lower on the
Uh,
list.
yeah, I know. Tell me about it. And the bullshit thing about it is that it's harder on Donkey Kong 64
And the bullshit thing is you have to do it twice in Donkey Kong 64.
twice.
If you want
Oh
100%,
God.
it's once for a gold banana, once for a coin. I just love the fact that in Donkey Kong 64 on that arcade, the second time you do it, it's
I
instead of Princess Peach, or I think it's Pauline, isn't it, in Donkey Kong? Instead
yeah,
of
it's the
Pauline,
actual coin.
it's a coin. And then when you beat the game, Mario stands next to the coin. There's like heart. I love you, coin. It just seems so stupid.
It pissed me off because when I was a kid, that was why I couldn't beat the game.
Yeah, dude. Honestly,
Because you have to actually beat it, the arcade version, twice to even beat the game.
I could do. So when I was a kid, I could do Jungle Gyps and Angry Aztec. Eventually, Angry Aztec. 100% them all. When I got to
Mm.
Frantic Factory, I had to skip the Beaver Bother one, which Diddy
Oh,
does.
that's fucked up.
Yeah, well, not even get started on Beaver Bother. And
Yeah.
I had to skip the DK arcade, Gold Banana, and Nintendo Coin because I couldn't do it. I had to basically, I had to wait till I was older before I could figure out how to
Yeah.
work my way around it. So that's the only reason why I put DK
But
arcade lower. But of course,
but yeah, if DK64 is on the list later, we'll talk more about it. So
but yeah, Donkey Kong's revolutionary, of course, because it was the first game with
yeah, so
Mario,
I
wasn't
get
it?
that.
So
But yeah, but I would still like I'd there's a lot more games that should be higher than that, and I don't think it should be rated that high, in my personal opinion.
yeah, I probably won't have it 35. This
Yeah.
game's in the list of a more deserving of a 35th spot.
Yeah.
But
Anyways.
moving on to 34, a family game that's fun, well, just family fun. Wii Sports. It's actually family fun and individual. Like, I've played. Wii Sports is one of those games. I think it depends on the mode. Because, for example, I could do Wii Golf and I could play it on my own. But, for
I,
example, likes of tennis or bowling, you've got to play with people.
I fucking loved bowling. I played the shit out of that, but I'm a bowler in real life, so I love bowling in real life.
Like,
So
yeah,
that was really a big draw for me. I loved the bowling in that.
I like bowling in real life. I don't get strikes all the time like I do in Wii Sports, but
Yeah, I used
yeah,
to
I
play on
like
a
bowling.
league. I
I
played on a league and on my high school team.
I didn't know that. That's the thing, though.
Yeah.
Again, that's definitely American. Like, there's no way in
Yeah.
hell we'd have a bowling team at school. That's so American. That is just
I guess
you
so. I
guys can
never
do
really thought
anything
about
you
it.
want. Like, what the hell?
It's fun. I love it.
But now Wii Sports is cool, and Wii Sports is one of those games like we'll still play it now, like
Yeah.
in the house. You know, like if we have a family night, like we'll get like a pizza or something, have some drinks, put Wii Sports on, and it doesn't fail to entertain. Like we do bowling primarily. Oops, I don't. Sorry guys, if the vibration of my phone picked up on the mic there.
And
But
again, like it was Nintendo's first like motion control kind of thing, so like it was pretty revolutionary for
yeah,
them.
this is launch on a Wii anyway, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was bundled with the Wii.
Yeah, yeah, that mine was. I used to love the Wii Golf. It used to be alright today. I think I'm crap now.
Yeah, I
But
played mostly tennis and bowling.
So yeah, so like I used to do golf and baseball by myself because you can do them by yourself. They're pretty cool to do. Um, the likes of tennis and bowling, they're definitely ones that you do with friends, family.
It's so funny because I was the opposite. I like. I mean, I
Where?
like playing. I like playing those with friends too, but I love playing bowling solo because they had like that challenge mode and stuff
Yeah,
where
exactly.
where you
Because
had to avoid like obstacles and spin it around and stuff. It was
and
fun.
again, that just shows the flexibility you can have with Wii Sports. But I think we're
Exactly. Yeah.
agreement. It was definitely a
Yeah,
very
that's a good
popular game.
spot. In all honesty, like if you really think about it, it's understandable why it's
Because
there.
I think that was one of the most highest setting Nintendo games of all time. Anyway, probably because it came with a console. That helps.
Yeah, that
The
definitely helped because the Wii was huge.
but again, Wii Sports doesn't really. It's similar to some of the games earlier. I've totally forgot top of my head, but Wii Sports is one of those games. It doesn't like it's not tied to a character or anything. It's just here's the Wii, here's what it does, and that's what it was all about really. And
Yeah,
that's how people played it, and probably for that reason I've mentioned just the family aspect of it, and just the fact that you
yeah,
can play it with
definitely.
whoever.
Yeah, that's a big part of it.
Let me move on.
Damn it.
Okay, they've got a little interview about this game, so that's why I'm trying to move on. Okay, number 33, Super Mario Galaxy 2.
Yeah, I love the Galaxy series. I definitely liked two better than one.
Yeah, they're both. We might have Galaxy 1 later on, so I won't talk too much about Galaxy 1, but yeah, Galaxy 2 is really cool. I always liked the Yoshi's into involvement in the game.
Yeah, I would probably put that a little bit higher on my list personally.
Yeah,
Just a little bit higher, just a little bit.
possibly. Um, but it goes back to Sunshine. It's like one of those games where I'll have Galaxy ahead of Sunshine one day, and then I'll have Sunshine and Galaxy the other day. So it that shows you how tough it is to make a list of these games. Anyway,
It's very hard to make lists. Yeah, like I mean, I would always put Galaxy 2, 1 and 2 above Sunshine for me though.
right, 32. Again, this could be a repeat of earlier. Pokemon Gold and Silver. Those
Yeah.
are the Game Boy Color ones. So I guess the reason these are probably popular. Well, actually no, because Red, Blue, and Yellow are on Game Boy, weren't they?
Yeah.
This one's on Game Boy Color. So I guess just the fact it was
Mhm.
on the first one with color is probably
Right.
the good thing about it. I think it's the first one with color. I'm just assuming. I
Yeah,
don't know anything about Pokemon.
I don't really know any about
I
those versions specifically because I never
I,
played those versions.
I don't know like anything in depth about Pokemon. I don't play them. Right, let's go.
Yeah.
31 Mario Kart
Boy.
Double Dash. I think because like we've been talking about this, haven't we? Like, you said Double
Yeah.
Dash wasn't one of the ones you played the most. I played it quite a bit because again, GameCube, for my age when it came out, I think it was just the fact that it was different from the Mario Karts we had in the past. Like you actually had you had two different characters. You could have raced as two of your favorite characters. So if you like Yoshi and Toadette, you could have raced as them two. Diddy Kong and Power Trooper, for example. And it was just the fact that you could mix. I think it was the first one that included special items, except for Super Mario Kart, but at least you could actually use them
Yeah, it
yourself.
was definitely a cool spin on Mario Kart for sure.
Yeah, it was just the fact that you could actually and you could hold two items at once as well, which I know it's the first one that did that.
Yeah, that's why they now went back to that Mario Kart Deluxe. So like that's cool that they kind of include that now because like that game kind of helped set up a meta for this game, I guess. Well, it's not really a meta, but I think it makes the item like craziness worse. But
I think it's like somewhat of a homage almost, but
yeah, basically.
a homage, but no, but no, I like Double Dash, and this again, there's some courses in this one I really like because we're talking about earlier one of the Mario Kart
Yeah,
top courses, but like Wario Coliseum is one that I like. I'd really like Mushroom Bridge. I know it didn't get rated that highly, but Mushroom Bridge. The thing about Mushroom Bridge that I really remember just playing again and talking to my friends back when I was a kid. Just we loved the music and we just loved the fact that every time we got run over, it was just really funny. And again,
Yeah.
it's just that nostalgia that sticks in your head. That it does play a part with these games.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, into the top 30 we go.
Sweet.
30. WarioWare Twisted on the Game Boy Advance.
I don't remember which one I played. I might have played that one, but whichever one I played, it was on the emulator, so I think it was that one. It
Possibly.
is really fun.
That's
Those
I've
games
never played.
are really fun.
I haven't played any.
Just a bunch of like really super mini games, and like you have like 5 seconds to complete them. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, it's cool. It was definitely a unique kind of style.
Oh, sorry, excuse me. Yeah, I have no comment really.
Yeah, I don't really have much else to say about it, but it's cool. It's fun.
8 out of 8, mate. I rate. It's great. Anyway,
I'll give it 8 stars.
yeah, you give it 8. You give everything 8.
Yeah.
That's another inside joke. That was an inside judge. Anyway.
Inside judge.
Oh god. 29. Oh, you said it earlier. Super Mario RPG.
Yeah, I knew it.
It's up there. It's up there. This
Okay,
one,
I'm glad it wasn't higher than that.
I do like Mario RPG, but again, I actually prefer Thousand Year Door. I have more enjoyment playing Thousand Year Door than I would playing Mario RPG. But it's probably just because it's newer, and again, I have that nostalgia to go back on.
Yeah, I actually played Mario RPG when I was little. Like I used to rent it from Blockbuster, but when I was that little, I was probably 5 or 6. RPGs were hard for me to get into because I didn't like reading a bunch of stuff, and I just like just playing the game. So I would just like play and not really pay attention to a lot of stuff. So I got stuck very easily in RPGs, and that was one of them. So I didn't get very far when I played it when I was younger, but I revisited it when I was older. I actually ended up, well, I didn't actually beat it, but I got to the last boss and he just kicked my ass. I couldn't beat him, but I'll get back to it eventually. But I would put all the Paper Marios above it, in my opinion, and Mario and Luigi games. I would play those on that one. I'm not as big of a fan of Mario RPG as a lot of people are. But it's a good game, though. It is a good RPG, and it's a good kind of starting RPG if you've never played one before.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. And it was the first RPG for Mario anyway, wasn't it? I'm sure.
Yeah, I think so.
From memory, I might be wrong, and people.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
But,
yeah.
Anyway, 28. Oh, you're Let's Playing this right now. Earthbound.
Nice. Yep. Oh, that needs to be higher, man. The whole Mother series.
It would have been funny. You're Let's Playing this right now. Monkey Ball Jr.
Oh god, I would have been so pissed.
No, Earthbound.
Earthbound is in probably my top 5 games of all time. Period. Like games. Period. Top 5 games.
Top 5 periods. But
God, I knew you were gonna say that.
Oh, shut up, me. That's the thing though, 'cause I'm not really an RPG fan, but yet a lot of the ones in this list I'm okay with, and Earthbound is another one of those, and Secret of Mana as well. If Secret of Mana is in this list, I think we'll both be happy.
I would be super happy if it's higher than Earthbound though. That's tough. I
don't think so. Yeah.
But like I think Earthbound should be above Secret of Mana, honestly.
Yeah, Earthbound.
And that's hard for me to say that. That almost breaks my heart to say it, but I actually would probably say that.
I was supposed to say, who are you? What have you done with Josh? Anyway.
I don't know.
But no, Earthbound. Yeah, we touched on it earlier with Mother. Again, another immersive game, and just like that, the relationships you have with the characters on the screen are they're pretty like relatable to relationships you'll have with people, anyway.
Yeah,
and that's what she's like just that immersive environment.
Yeah, and Earthbound, it was just so unique, so interesting, and just a really immersive world. And again, it was pretty heavy stuff for these kids to be going through. It's like kids should never have to deal with all this shit, but it's like it's just very relatable, and it's like you know what it's like being a kid, and it's just like putting yourself in their shoes like that. It's just it's so good. It's a fucking masterpiece.
Yeah, it's a shame that Ness is a cuck in Smash Bros.
PK Fire!
27. Again, going back to some of the discussion we had earlier and videos we watched earlier. Mario Kart 8. So I can't really comment on this.
Yes, I can't believe that's above Earthbound, though. I mean, I'm a
Haha.
little surprised.
There's quite a few that's above Earthbound you might be surprised with. But again, Mario
Yeah,
Kart 8. This game is a game I haven't played much.
I'm playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe right now.
You're playing it right
I'm
now.
literally playing it. So if that says anything, it's very good. It is the best Mario
If that
Kart in the series, in my opinion.
if that says anything, the disc was in the Switch and I couldn't bother to change it. Anyway, nah, joking.
It's not a disc; it's a cartridge.
It's a cartridge. Yeah,
But the
Switch is.
Wii U one is a disc.
I was gonna say I saw Wii U, but
Yeah,
I
there
don't
you
play
go.
the Switch right now.
Yeah, no, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yep,
yeah, yeah. It
yep,
was
yep,
2014, so Deluxe was not yet.
yep.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. All right,
Okay. Right. Yeah.
go.
Okay. All right then. 26. 26. Animal Crossing New Leaf on the 3DS.
That's my second favorite Animal Crossing that I've played, and I've only played 3 of them. I played the DS one, and well, I guess I played a little bit of the Wii one, which was City Folk, I believe.
Yes, I
But
believe so.
GameCube's always my favorite one, though. But New Leaf is really good, though. New Leaf is a good one.
GameCube is just a top console in general. Like I know
It
I've
is a
seen
very good console.
I've seen the things where it's like wow, so the GameCube has the top, and then I think people go top Animal Crossing, top don't know, I think top Smash Bros. People say. I think in the general consensus, whether because it's all
Yeah.
subjective, that one. Top oh
Keck.
god, sorry, the top kick. Yeah, I was waiting for that. I was thinking about saying that, but but I've seen like a post on it. I need to remember it completely before I even bother trying to. Got about it. Someone liked my tweet at 3:30 in the morning. Anyway, it popped up on my laptop, bottom of my screen.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Animal Crossing. Yeah. Anyway, I think we're off at a bit of a tangent. But yeah, I haven't. Again, Animal Crossing, can't comment too much on it.
Yeah,
So
they're good. They're fun. If you like them, go for it. It's good.
that was concise, but straight to the point. I like it.
Yeah.
Cool. Top 25. So we move on. 25. Star Fox 64. So
Thank you.
touched upon what we were saying earlier about Star Fox. I expected this one to be.
Yeah, that's a perfect placement. I totally agree with that.
Do a barrel roll. Memes.
Iconic, quotable, like everyone knows it. It was phenomenal. Perfect for the 64. Such a good game. I have like no complaints about it.
Can't let you do that, Star Fox.
It was hard as fuck though if you wanted to get the medals for everything.
Yeah.
Because I never did that. It's too hard for me.
Yeah, I've seen that. 24. Pokemon Black and White.
Yeah, I really did like white version a lot.
The reason I like this one is because Emolga's in it, and I thought
Yeah, it has a
cute
Pokemon. Yeah.
Emolga's one of the few Pokemon I could actually. Well, I can name a lot of Pokemon to be fair, but I like Emolga.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And the reason I like it just because you remember Everscypher on FFR?
Yeah.
His profile pic, he was obsessed with Emolga, and that was back when I was really knowledgeable about Pokemon. So I wasn't really asked about it, and I'm still not. But like his profile was Emolga, and I thought that is the most adorable thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's a cute Pokemon.
But I watched the anime, and Emolga's an arse in the anime, so.
I didn't watch that far in the anime yet, but like I still watch the old one because that's what I grew up on.
Yeah.
I'm really nostalgic, old-fashioned. You know?
Yeah, Ash doesn't want anything yet, apparently. That's from what I think, from what I've seen.
But again, we've talked about Pokemon, kind of covered
Ash
it.
Ketchum. Right, 23. GoldenEye 64. Now, this actually is the revolutionary. This was the original first-person shooter.
Mm-hmm. I was never into those kinds of games, so I skipped on this one. But I was definitely aware of it, and I saw a lot of it.
Yeah, because again, I never played this as a kid, but I played a bit of it. I think I downloaded a ROM, I played it, and I've seen a lot of it. But this game is, I can totally understand why, especially for 97. when this came out.
Yeah,
Was
that's pretty
new.
impressive, actually.
It was new. Again, it's a rare game, so the graphics are immense.
Yeah, Grant
And
Kirkhope did the music, right?
yes,
For
yeah.
that one, yeah.
I love that watching a Game Grumps video of
I know, that's such a great video. I go back
that.
and watch that sometimes because it's just good.
It's like Duran, man. Duran, they're from fucking
Duran
Birmingham.
Duran.
They're from fucking Birmingham. They're not from America. Hungry like the wolf.
Duran Duran.
It's Duran, I think you'll find. I love
I do
Franco.
like that band though.
That that is such a typical English American argument because you
I
guys can't
know, I
speak
know.
properly. Anyway,
Okay, okay.
no, but the fact that he added a
It's not my
multiplayer.
fault, it's how I was raised.
Oh god, but yeah, the
Oh,
multiplayer
man.
aspect as well. This is the first.
Yeah,
This was Call of Duty, but good. Anyway,
yeah,
just not online, but still
yeah.
nothing
But I
on
mean,
Nintendo's
for its
online.
again, for its time, pretty damn sick.
I am so happy this is here. 22 Banjo Kazooie.
Fuck yeah. That better be above 007, I'm glad.
Yeah, and just again, this was Rare's masterpiece. Really, I mean, I prefer DK64, and we both said it,
Me too.
but for the popularity of Rare, I mean, DK, yes, Donkey Kong Country was great. This was the game that everyone just loved about Rare. It was just this is the game. If you talk about Rare, this identifies Rare entirely. It has the Rare
That's
charm
that's what I
of
was gonna say. Yeah,
Kazooie's characteristics. Just the fact that she's cheeky, has a joke. Banjo being the dumb, like awkward but friendly bear. Just the characters are all typical Rare characters. They actually had voices, which of course Donkey Kong didn't have in the Country series. Um,
yeah.
and just the levels. This was the original Click-a-thon before DK64.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
but no,
And
we
it
talked
was
about
kind of the first of that style of game too, like a collectathon at that like capacity.
yes, because because this came before DK64 and then before the Spyro series, which is a Click-a-thon
Yeah, yeah,
itself. Those games. But yeah, I absolutely. But we were talking about the other day. Like I said,
yeah.
I have lots of purge to this game, and I need to play it again because I haven't played it in such a long time. But no, I love Banjo Kazooie. It was just so popular, and I know there was that debate as a kid. It was like Banjo Kazooie or Mario 64, and there was
Mm.
because obviously Mario 64 was the first 64 game. I'm just guessing when we'll come to this later, but Mario 64 was the first 64 game. It was Mario. It was already a household name, established name. Banjo Kazooie came in, and it was somewhat new, but it was a different. It was a similar but different take on the Mario game.
And like keeping in mind, like the Crash Bandicoots and the other kind of like IPs that came out, like that
About
were
the time,
trying
yes,
that were
Sony,
trying to be like Sonic and Mario, like
yeah,
Banjo Kazooie kind of takes the cake on that because all the other ones kind of fell flat before then. But I think Banjo did really well with that.
yeah, Banjo, yeah, definitely. I oh god, I want to be Banjo Kazooie again now.
Yeah, because like I have an unpopular opinion about it. Like I've never really gotten super into Banjo Kazooie. I've only played a little bit of it myself, but I've seen entire playthroughs of Kazooie and Tooie. And I mean, I like it. I love the humor in it. I love it. I just kind of prefer watching people play it at this point. But like, I feel like I can't give it a full, honest opinion until I play through it myself. So I would like to at some point.
Right,
But it's good.
yeah.
I just grew up on DK64, so that's why I like that one a lot. Really nostalgic, and
Which, by the way,
that's the rare that I like grew up with was the Donkey Kong 64 version.
yeah, I have no complaints about that one. I mean, it's probably on the
And
list,
DK64,
but
of course. Mm,
yeah, DX64 is amazing.
yeah.
21, Fire Emblem
Pilots.
Awakening. 21, Pilots.
Yep.
Fire Emblem Awakening. No comments.
Again,
Um,
yeah, I haven't played them.
they haven't played them enough. Sorry, any Fire Emblem fans.
Yeah, sorry.
Gonna have to move on for this.
Yeah.
3DS 2013. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Oh yes, 20 F-Zero GX.
There
I
you
said it
go.
earlier.
Okay.
I'm so
Wow.
happy that it's yeah, pretty high.
Better than Earthbound. Damn. Just
But
saying.
honestly, dude, it's for what it is. So F-Zero GX
Yeah.
is it's it's just oh my god.
Like I said, I've never had more fun with a demo of a game. So like I played the shit out of a demo because I had the bonus disc for from Mario Kart Double Dash that had that on it. So like that's why I played that demo. But I always wanted to get a copy of that.
But yeah, the tracks are just amazing in this game. It is like the slowest speed is like 1,000 kilometers an hour. I swear.
I know.
Like
Yeah.
it is just it's it's a great game for what it is. I'm
Yeah.
pleased it's up this high. To be fair,
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to be this high, but yeah,
Yeah,
it is
that's
a great game.
impressive.
F-Zero GX. I need to play that again as well. There's another game I need to play. I haven't played it in a while. It's so hard though.
I've heard that.
19. Oh, so like I was saying earlier, this ties into the GameCube stuff. Super Smash Brothers Melee,
Yeah, I knew that was gonna be like top 10 or 20.
and this is one of the games that this is the only Smash Bros I've actually played somewhat regularly because I'm not a fan of Smash, but this one I was okay with.
Yeah, I love Smash, and Melee was fantastic. But like, I actually did kind of prefer the later ones. Like, I play a lot of Smash 4 now for the Wii U. Like, that's probably my favorite one. But I mean, Melee, I mean, that's a good spot for it on the list because Melee was definitely the biggest Smash when it came out too, and like, it's still the fact that it holds up so strongly right now, and how it started Project M and all that stuff in the competitive scene.
Yes.
Like, basically started because of Melee. So, I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
Exactly.
I have mixed feelings about the competitive Smash. Like, I like it, but like the only tournament I've ever played in is a Smash 4 tournament, and that was a lot of fun. But I just don't like um, how technical like competitive Smash is. It's like you will not be able to compete if you can't do like all the technical stuff. So it's like it's kind of elitist in a way, but like, I mean, anyone can get good with practice. So like, I don't know. I like Melee. I like Smash. I'll leave it at that.
I'm a fan.
I'm a fan of Smash.
Oh god. Number 18. WarioWare Inc. Mega Micro Games.
Yeah, that was again with the WarioWare series. They're all really cool. I've seen most of them at least being played by somebody. I've only
Yeah.
played like one or two of them,
Yeah,
but
same as everyone. I haven't played it. Can't
yeah,
say much.
they're just so unique. They're pretty cool.
Uh, Number 17. Oh, here we go. Legend of Zelda Wind Waker.
Okay, good.
And
I'm waiting for the other Zeldas to come up, and I'm hoping they're higher.
this is one of my favorites. Wind Wakers. This is one of my favorite Zeldas.
This is my favorite Wind Waker of the
Yeah,
entire Wind Waker series.
yeah. I prefer this one over HD because HD's not doesn't have the original charm. No, not really. But no, I like Wind
I
Waker a
love
lot.
the HD
I mean,
version because it got rid of the stuff that was shitty in the GameCube one. But no, I
excuse
understand.
me,
Like,
it didn't
I
have the original
respect that.
charm. I'm joking.
Yeah, no, I mean, I thought
I've
it did, but
I've never played the HD version, so I
oh,
can't.
okay.
I'm joking. I was just taking the piss anyway. But no, I like Wind
Yeah,
Waker. I know the people.
yeah,
The
me
only
too.
complaint I think a lot of people had was just the fact there was the boat and just there was a lot of waiting around in that aspect. A lot of
That's
people.
why I didn't like it when I was a kid because it came out when I was like 10 or 11. It was the first game I ever pre-ordered, actually.
The,
Um,
the attention span can go a bit.
yeah, and that's why, like, I still really loved the game when I played it, but I got really bored, and that's why I like the HD version that you can get the quick sail, which makes sailing a lot faster. So I thought that was good, and they streamlined the whole Triforce piece collecting thing, which took a little too long in the original version. So like, I recommend the HD version over the GameCube version just because they fixed a lot of things that made the first one a little too boring at times, but it's still really really good.
Yeah,
And like as I've gotten older, I've learned to like Wind Waker a lot more than I used to when I was a kid. Because again, like just the attention span and like I just love the aspect of the exploring the ocean and like just coming across these random islands and seeing what's on it. Like that's just really cool.
yeah. I know. Wind Waker's always had that charm.
Yeah.
Ugh. 16. Oh, we had the sequel to this earlier. We have got Punch Out.
Okay, yeah. I agree. That should be pretty high up.
Yeah, because again, this is another somewhat revolutionary game at the time. It's very,
And
well,
it's
very
so
popular.
addicting.
Yeah, yeah. It's quick, but it's exciting and like you said, it is addicting, and people still play it now. But quite a lot of people play it now
I still
because
play it.
because
I
it's a
have
quick.
a
It is a quick game, but
yeah.
it's it's straight to the point. It's fun, and I know that I've seen the blindfolded runs of it in AGDQs,
I
and
love that. Yeah,
yeah, it's
those are so
incredible.
fun. Because I have a little funny story about it. It's not very long, but like my first experience with that game was actually in Animal Crossing on the GameCube because you could get NES games in that game and you could play them. They're full NES games you could obtain in Animal Crossing and play them. And Punch Out was one of them. So that was my first experience with it. And I fell in love with it. It was fun learning all the patterns of all of them. And then once you learned someone's pattern, like you knew how to beat them and it just felt really good. It's just,
Yeah.
there's not a lot of games that are like that anymore.
Oh yeah, patterns. I know. Yeah, they don't make them like they used to.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I hate kind of saying it. It's such a hipster thing to say, and like every generation has that version of that. Like same with like music and stuff. But like, I mean, it's true. They kind of don't really make stuff like that. I mean, unless I'm just like it just looks different nowadays, and I don't really see it.
Possibly, but no,
But yeah,
I'm yeah, it's I do like Punch Out.
yeah, it's great.
Oh, nice. I know this game. Should be number one. I'm joking now. 15. Yoshi's Island. I'm actually surprised. I'm not surprised it's that high, but because in that some of the games that are on here, I was worried that they were even going to put Yoshi Island on the list. Right, Yoshi.
I would put Earthbound above Yoshi's Island. I'm just saying. I'm gonna keep saying that though. I'm gonna keep saying Earthbound should be better than this.
Hang on. Right, so
But
Yoshi's
like,
Island. Let me take the mic.
yeah, go for it.
I joke. I've said so many times. This is just the complete Mario platformer in my eyes because of it's absolutely it's wonderful in so many ways. I love just first of all I love this is the first game Yoshi had, the first main game for one of the
Mhm.
most iconic, adorable characters that Nintendo created.
Yep,
It was
he's
a
still my favorite character
yeah, still
from
mine,
Nintendo.
and it was just a wonderful game to start with. It had
Hmm.
variety of stage designs, had variety of levels. It was probably one of the first games that had collectibles as well, because it was the first game to have like a checklist system and saying, oh, you have to collect red coins, flowers.
Hmm.
It had like unlockables with the bonus levels, and because obviously it's also called Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island, and I love Super Mario World and Mario World. I love Mario World and Yoshi's Island, but if you compare it to Mario World, they're both awesome games. And when it comes to like stuff, little intricacies like just the bosses of Mario World, a lot of them are easy and very similar. Whilst in Yoshi Island, there's so much variety, and like they went all out there with the boss design and ideas they had. And
Yeah.
that's one thing I definitely tops Mario World in that regard.
Hmm.
And I loved it. And again, and I remember we said this as well because this was right towards the end of the SNES's life cycle. The design of this game's awesome as well. Like I love the. I remember we talked about it the other day in the cave with the caves area with the waterfall background. Like that's gorgeous.
Yeah. Yeah, the design is really good. It's amazing. It was so stylized. It really stood out from a lot of other Super Nintendo titles at the time.
Yeah, definitely. But everyone knows my view of this game.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
I have fond memories of it. It was one of the first games I played growing up too, like that, and Super Mario World. Like Super Mario World, I'm pretty sure I played first, but um, yeah,
Yeah, I just there's this is the game that just live with me forever. Yoshi's Island. Right, let's move on. And also, it's got fuzzies in it.
I know,
Okay. Um.
but not
I,
the spider fuzzies from the other from Mario World,
yeah.
unless they're supposed to be the same because they're completely different looking. But
Yeah. Well, Mario's got the cheesy puff fireball things.
yeah, oh yeah,
Oh, well, we've had Yoshi's Island, so I'm gonna stop the video now. I don't want to do the rest of this. No joking. Okay, 14.
Yeah.
Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening.
So yeah, that was the Game Boy one.
Yes.
And I played my mom actually played a lot of that one. She really liked that one. I like it a lot too.
Yeah, I like Link's Awakening.
It's a good one. I'm glad it's way above like Oracle of Seasons or Ages, whatever one it was. Because it's way better than that in my opinion.
Yeah, I'd put it ahead of Oracle as well. Right.
Oh man, it's mirror mode.
13. And for me, if there's any Mario Karts higher than this, I'd be surprised. But Mario Kart 64 is a 13.
Wow.
But again, this is the Mario Kart. I mean, once Super Mario Kart started the series, this was the one that stands out to everyone, really.
It's the one that really made it like the staple that it is.
Because Super Mario Kart.
So I agree.
Super Mario Kart was alright because obviously it was the first racing game with Nintendo characters. But I can say, like we've seen earlier, a lot of the courses were awful, were hard. The game itself was tricky to control, albeit using the Super Nintendo controller, it's not really easy either. But this game, it definitely rectified that with the controls, just the control of the controls, the courses, I really like Mario Kart 64, and it's very nostalgic for lots of people as well.
Yeah, it's nostalgic for me, definitely.
Yeah, I really like Mario Kart 64. And it's fun to co-op as well. It's fun to do multiplayer with.
Yep, I used to play with my dad all the time.
Moving on. Number 12, Super Mario Galaxy 1 on the Wii.
Yep, fair enough.
Fair enough, shown
Again, I still put Galaxy 2 ahead of it on my list, but I mean, it's hard to do that too because it's like, the first of a series or like that, at least that direction Mario was going, like it was the first of that. So
yeah, exactly. It's the first of series you tend to get put in here, but unless it's like, for example, DKC and DKC 2, where there's obvious differences in that regard. Well, because DK2 was a superior game for different reasons, whereas Galaxy 1 and 2 tends to be subjective as to what's superior or not, because they're both similar-ish games. But yeah, I have no complaints with Galaxy being there. It's very revolutionary as a good game for what it was on it was the first Mario adventure, a platformer on the Wii. So very good game, Galaxy.
Yeah.
Okay, so what just misses out on the top 10? Legend of Zelda on the NES, the first one.
For number 10?
And number 11, it just missed out on the top 10. And number 11. The Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, I'd say that's fine. Like, again, with like the first in the series doesn't necessarily mean it has to be the best. Like, I know a lot of people like argue it's like, well, that's like what set the formula for Zelda or whatever or something like that. But like, I do like that game, but there's Zelda games that I love way, way more.
Yeah.
But I mean, you've got to respect it for what it is because it was the first of its kind.
Exactly, and it started a legend without trying to be punny. But it created the character Link. It created the whole universe and timeline. That's where the timeline could shape itself and form itself with these new games. And like I said, Zelda 2 I think is better than the first one, but that's just an opinion. And then they expanded with the games on the later consoles.
Because I'm assuming, when they originally designed The Legend of Zelda, I remember Miyamoto did it based off of he used to go exploring around where he lived and stuff like that. So that was kind of the inspiration for that. And I'm pretty sure the intent of that game originally was it was just gonna be a one-off game. I'm sure they didn't know it was gonna be such a long-running franchise and literally a staple to their brand.
But it's amazing. I think it's similar to I'm getting off topic here. Well, kind of, but it's on the list. But it's similar to FNAF, I think. Because I'm not. There's rumors whether he wanted to actually create more than one game.
Yeah.
Because the first game really kicked off.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he really didn't expect that.
But there's lots of theories about if he planned to make more than one. But that's a tangent. We'll get on another time.
Yeah, that's for another video.
Yeah, that's for our FNAF podcast. Anyway.
Exactly.
Cool. We're into the top 10. And
Sweet.
yeah,
Earthbound.
like number one is Earthbound. Number two,
Yes.
Earthbound. Secret of Mana,
Yeah.
Earthbound.
All
Um,
top 10 Earthbound. All Earthbound.
Earthbound World One. Anyway, no. Number 10. Number 10
Oh,
is
I never heard of that game.
Yeah, that was a good game. It was released Japan only.
Of course.
And number 10, Pokemon Red and Blue, which if we're gonna put a Pokemon game in there, that makes sense because there's a starting
I
one. Yeah,
100% agree with that. Top
yeah,
10, like number 10, that is the perfect spot for that, I think.
yeah.
Because I mean, it inspired a fucking TV series that became amazing. Like it's
Yes,
fucking you can't
and that's one thing you can't knock Pokemon for that.
you can't
Did
yeah.
like it's there were so many people that love Pokemon to this day. It's inspired so many sequels. It's inspired like they're still making characters out of it, which is like I said, it's hard, but you do have to admire it. I mean,
It's impressive.
I
Yes,
might exactly. I don't know. I might not be a fan of the game, but you have to admire the longevity of it. And like you said, it
hmm
has spawned a TV series. It spawned so much merchandise.
everything.
And a successful TV series because we've seen like some
Yeah,
Mario and Sonic have really poor TV series.
terrible TV
Well,
series.
and as much as I hate to say it, because I as a kid I did enjoy the Mario series, what it was, because it was.
I did too,
But
actually,
it is.
and the Sonic ones. I watched those too.
Yeah, I saw some of the Sonic ones. They're
I
not
used to
great.
watch that.
But again, we
Yeah.
used to watch them as a kid, but now you realise they're crap. Whereas the Pokemon series actually does have, like, it is still decent. Like, it's better than Mario ones, for example.
Yeah, some of it's cringy looking back on some of it, but like, I mean, it's for me it holds up, but a lot of that's nostalgia talking.
Because I think a
But
lot of people are like, Ash Ketchum is a relatable character just if you play a lot of Pokemon. I mean,
yeah,
half the people hate him because they think they're better than Ash. But
yeah,
I think Ash is alright.
yeah, I like Ash.
Yeah, Ash is cool. Cut him some slack, right?
Yeah.
He's a 10-year-old kid that won't grow up. Anyway.
Number 9.
Number 9. Oh, I've got an interview. I don't care. It's Pokemon, dude.
Yeah, that's like.
Number 9. Super Mario Bros. 3. USA.
Yay!
Super Mario Bros. 3. I love this game.
I'm so glad it's top 10. I agree.
Yes. Yeah, because it wasn't top 10 in the other list.
No, it wasn't.
But I thought it would have been. But Mario
I know,
3,
I thought so too.
yeah, Mario 3 was definitely the first. Because when you look at this Mario 3 is probably the real source of the Mario platformer. Because Mario 1,
Yeah.
as good as it was like it had the no back screen. It was a good game, but it was rigid in what it was. I think Mario Bros. 1 was Mario 3 was the first. I don't know because Mario Bros. 2 USA was Doga Doga Panic and completely different from any Mario game. As good as it is,
And even, Lost Levels was still
was Mario
basically
1.
like, it was a Mario 1 expansion,
Yes.
basically. It was just like a hard level pack for it, if you will.
DLC. But,
Yeah, basically, like nowadays.
but Mario 3 was like its own game.
Yeah, I feel like it really solidified what Mario was turning into.
Yes.
And because like when you look at Mario World branching after that, like it just made so much sense. It's like, yes, this is what like I saw it coming, like, and I'm glad that's how it happened.
Definitely. No, Mario 3, I've got a lot of good things to say about it.
Definitely. Great game.
Yeah, it's the first.
I still go back and play it all the time.
And okay, it's the first game with a world map as well. So
Which I love. I love that aspect of Mario. And I'm glad they brought it back in some of the 3D Marios later on, like 3D World.
yeah, so
They went back to the map. And Galaxy too.
yeah, it's the first game with a world map, first game with like an item inventory of some kind. Just all that sort of stuff, and inspired for later games. So like Mario World had the world map, and like so the new Mario Bros. Games have the item inventories.
And it was genius spawning
Yes.
after, Mario 1 and then both of the 2s.
Yeah,
Because it was so different from those even, so that was really nice.
and it was also the first. No, it wasn't. Sorry, that was the first two-player one, but now you could do Mario 1 2-player.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a great game, and it's fun to do one player on co-op.
Yep.
Number 8, Super Mario World,
Sweet. Yeah, that's
and
awesome.
it's a good
I agree.
segue actually. Really,
Yeah,
Moving on from
perfect.
Mario 3 to Mario World.
And not the first appearance of Yoshi, but like it was when Yoshi was really solidified as a
Yes,
character.
in the Mario series, and
Right.
yeah, exactly. So it took what Mario 3 had. I think it's easier than Mario 3, but still a great. I
Yeah,
think it
I
is.
can agree. I can agree with
Yeah.
that.
Um, but but the good thing is, so for Mario 3 had the warp whistle, but it wasn't. It
Hmm.
was kind of a secret, but it's still that the world is. Whilst Mario World actually had that secret. Oh my God, it's a new world. Shit, what is this? Star Road. And oh wow, special world. What is this? It had a lot of secrets to it, and
That was so cool to me when I was a kid. When I
yeah,
first saw
exactly.
Special World, I'm like, I was literally blown away. Because again, that being like one of the first games I ever played in my life, like that was so fucking cool seeing that for the first time.
And even like for example, if you go into that donut secret level, the ice one that hangs over World 7, you're
Yeah,
like, holy
yeah,
crap, World 7, what's this? There's just
yeah.
a
That's
lot of
really
that.
crazy.
There's a lot of that in Mario World, and both Mario 3 and Super Mario World were so. I've used that word quite a bit, but revolutionary in the way that Mario was shaped. It's really it's hard to compare or not compare. It's hard to like choose between Mario 3 and Mario World because they're both similar games, but they're both wonderful games, amazing games for what they are. And I can
Yeah,
never tire of any of them, either
yeah.
of those games.
I always feel like Nintendo was really good at, like just each game that they released, like with their major contenders like Zelda and Mario and stuff, like they always had like a perfect springboard for the next iteration in the series, and it just built on top of each other really well. It was all cohesive and made sense, and they just built it into something amazing. And its roots were still very solid and very well done. So it was impressive that they were able to still build off of that after they basically made what was a masterpiece. It's like, how do you perfect this even
Yeah,
further?
but
And I felt like they did a really good job until it started kind of getting repetitive later on
yeah,
in his life, and now they're kind of it's hard for them to do that anymore. But I mean, if you look at what they've accomplished over the years, like how can you top that at this point?
and I was going to touch upon that a bit as well when you talk about like repetitive. I mean, it is a bit repetitive now, but back in that day, it was awesome.
It was new.
They
It was
they kept
completely new.
Mario World, for example. Mario World kept what Mario 3 had beautifully. Like it was just an adventure game that had the overworld map. It's the platform, just the overall levels. And it added extra things. So it added the fact that you used a feather rather than a leaf, so you could actually full on fly over levels. It added Yoshi as an extra character. Obviously, new levels it'll have that, but it kept had what Mario 3. It kept what Mario 3 had brought to Nintendo, was
Yeah,
adding
the
extra
essence is there.
and adding extra things. But I loved Mario Worlds. I love both those games, and I'm really. It's good that they're both stacked together, so we can actually talk about both in detail.
Yeah, me too. Because again, Super Mario World is one of the most important games in my life.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
it made a pretty big impact on me.
Ugh. Moving on. Number 7.
Yeah,
Metroid Prime. So
there you
again,
go.
put Paysax in there. It's there's something really good about this game. I think it's just the fact that it's a lot of it's first person, and it's just Metroid to a new level. So if you look at the old Metroid, it's just obviously the 2Ds, the Super Metroid. As we said, it was a good game, but Metroid Prime was just like again immersive. You're in that situation, like oh god, that survival, the thrill of surviving as well as the thrill of like taking out people, whilst also having that fear of oh god, am I gonna die? Um,
Yeah, it
and
definitely had the like essence. It's like what you imagined the older ones would look like,
in first person,
like and more of a real life kind of
yeah,
looking environment. Like if they had a technology back then, that's like kind of what your imagination would kind of see it as. So I think they did a really good job portraying the feel that Metroid's supposed to have and the
definitely.
immersion.
Number
So yeah,
6,
good
yeah,
one.
number 6, The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past.
Thank you. Oh my God. Yes. I'm glad it's in top 10. For me,
Yeah,
it would probably be top five.
I thought it would be top 10. It's
But yeah,
actually
that's a good spot.
this is one of those I've never been full on a massive fan of Link to the Past. but I can admire what it is because it's like I said, like we were saying earlier with the old NES elders, it took what was beautiful of that game and it created something even better in Link to the Past.
Yeah, that was another Super Nintendo game I grew up on. Like that and Mario World were like the two that like I first started playing, basically.
But yeah, I do like A Link to the Past. It was I was never crazy about it, as crazy as I feel like I could have or should have been.
Yeah,
But
I'm pretty into it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I do like Link to the Past a lot more now.
Hmm.
Number 5. Oh, I actually that's high enough. How tight am I? I thought it'd be a bit higher, but I think if you know which game it is, when I say what game it is, you'll understand why I thought it might be a little bit higher, even in 5. Super Mario 64, because again,
Yeah.
being the first 3D game, it's the first game of 64. Mario 64 was just that game which everyone was like, "Holy crap!" Like when it came out.
I feel like that has to be like in a top 10 list just for that reason, because it was so hard for all video game like companies to take that jump into 3D, and Nintendo just went headfirst into it.
Yeah,
And they did it very, very well with Super Mario or with Mario 64. But what I will say though is that game did not age very well though.
yeah,
Which is fine, but again, at its time, like that was like the first jump into 3D, so you've got to fucking respect that. It's
exactly,
fucking awesome.
and it is still enjoyable. Like it's
Oh,
not
I
just
love it.
like I was playing it the other week, wasn't I?
Oh yeah,
When we were talking when you were streaming the other day, and I was playing
yeah.
in the call. But yeah, Mario 64 is amazing, and I think it is the first. It's the first game I actually have a memory of, so it shows you like my when I grew up. Mario 64 was the first game I definitely remember playing. It's yeah, it is. It is an amazing game, and again, I sort of added an extra dimension in so many ways. Actually, I added an extra dimension to what Mario World has. So I went from that platformer, well, from that 2D platformer to the 3D platformer, and in a way, it kind of took a bit from Yoshi's Island. So it actually collectibles now, so we're collecting stars. And so it's funny though, when you look at all the Mario games, the way they've inspired each other to add extra bits. So like Sunshine took what 64 had with the 120 stars, the 120 shine sprites, and it is that era for Mario, the main Mario games and Nintendo was just amazing.
Yeah, and Mario 64 was literally the springboard for all the rest of the 3D Marios, like the Galaxy series, Sunshine, all that stuff, because
Yeah.
they kept that basic formula of Mario 64, and even like a lot of the same moves that it had carried over. So like that was just kind of, this is Mario now, and this is what the gameplay is going to be like. So and I think it was pretty solid even back then. And I think the controls definitely still hold up, I think, in Mario 64. Because, I mean, it was pretty good control.
Dude, the long jump is amazing.
The camera could use work, but even the camera was pretty, like, intuitive for the most part.
Yeah, like for example, if you talk about Banjo-Kazooie earlier, you could take over a lot of games. The camera,
Yeah.
the Kazooie,
The
the Kazooie could do a lot of work. No, the camera could do a lot of work in a lot of the 3D games at that time. So
But
I would never pick on 64 for that. And I like the
No,
fact that they
because it was so
switched
hard.
modes. But it was cool that they switched modes, so you could have like the close up of Mario as well as the far out shot with Lakitu.
Yeah. Yeah, 3D games definitely, like, the camera was the hardest obstacle because, like, it's never needed to be addressed before.
But yeah, but Mario 64 had that multiple not angles, but like zoomed in and zoomed out. Whereas in
Yeah, it helped.
but Banjo-Kazooie, what it did was they had you held the R button, you'd keep it fixed behind your back. So they both had flaws, but ways of going about it.
And the next game on the list is Ocarina of Time.
What, number 4?
Probably.
Nope. Number 4 is you like this Tetris.
Hell yeah.
That's revolutionary enough as it is. Like
Yeah, I love Tetris.
I totally forgot it. Actually, that'll be on the list.
Boom, Tetris for Jeff. Okay.
Boom, Tetris for Jeff.
Just had to.
Yeah, I forgot.
I love how we were watching that earlier. That like fits so perfectly now.
I know, that's amazing. Boom! Tetris for Jeff. Ah,
Yeah.
dude, this game is amazing. Everyone's played Tetris, or everyone's heard of Tetris. Surely, it's just
Yeah.
the ultimate puzzle game.
I'm extremely into
Like,
Tetris. It always has a place in my heart.
yeah, you're amazing at it as well. Like, I love Tetris as well.
Yeah,
It's just
it's so much fun. I love it.
like, I think we should leave it at that. What else can you say? I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
it's like I said. I
there's
think
it
given
speaks for itself.
the ultimate puzzle game, surely.
It
Like
is.
it was the original as well,
Yeah.
up there with like Bubble, I guess that time. But Tetris is far more popular than that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tetris. Boom! Tetris for Jeff. Anyway,
Yeah.
number 3, The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
I knew it was coming.
I wonder what 2 and 1 are going to be. Well, actually, and there's one in my head. I definitely think. But
Yeah, Ocarina of Time. I mean, again, it kind of speaks for itself too. Like very revolutionary again, because it kind of like again with Mario 64 it has a lot of things in common with that, like breaking new ground and just like, establishing 3D gameplay. And Ocarina of Time was the first game. Like, I mean, Mario 64 blew me away the first time, but when I first put in Ocarina of Time, I was floored. Like
Incredible. Yeah.
I couldn't believe what was happening. I'm like, because I grew up on the Super Nintendo. That's all I ever played, and like the NES too. And then just this, all of a sudden, it's like, oh my fucking god! Like, I never forgot that feeling, and it's still a vivid memory in my mind. Like, I can go back to that day when I first played it, and I remember it very, very vividly.
For me, when it comes to Ocarina of Time, so we talk about Mario 64. I'm going to link it to both the old Zelda games and Mario 64. So, similar to what I was saying with Mario 64, Ocarina of Time. And I think I said it was similar Link to the Past. It was bringing on elements of the old Zelda games into the new one, and again, just in the third dimension, it just showed you what Zelda could, what Zelda could do, what Nintendo could do with Zelda overall.
Yeah.
And when you talk about Mario 6, if I come to Mario 64, obviously Ocarina of Time was like 2 years afterwards, 2 years down the line, so it'd be more adjusted to 3D. 3D game design, but
Yeah.
I think Ocarina of Time, the world's it's a lot more it's a lot more open, but it's a lot more diverse than Mario 64 as well. I think just just the a plethora, the range of temples. So you obviously there's the one with water, fire, stone, all that shite. But like even just worlds like inside. Jabba, like the instances inside that, you know what I mean? Like this is
Jabba Jabba's belly.
It's such a diverse, like the great Deku tree,
Yeah.
Jabba Jabba's belly, just
all the
it's so
different
diverse.
environments.
It's so diverse with the just the overall exploration, and that's what when you talk about Zelda 1, how Miyamoto was looking for that, was made Zelda 1 about himself. So Ocarina of Time was probably like that time when it was the game, obviously being in 3D helping, but was that game where you could genuinely feel like, yep, you are exploring, you're going here, you're cutting stuff down, you're bringing enemies, and just the items as well. Just like even the fact that you had the slingshot, it was like, again, it was like as if you were exploring yourself. You had your weapons, you had obviously fairies, a bit far-fetched, but you had like your milk, for example, to heal you if you needed. And you had the ocarina. It was just it is an amazing game. Ocarina of Time. You can't say anything else about it, really.
Yeah. Again, pretty self-explanatory.
Thank you. I do try. No. Okay, let's see what's at number 2. Unless there's an interview. Okay, yeah, number 2. I thought so earlier. Super Metroid.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised it's that high though.
I thought Ocarina and Mario 64 would be higher than Metroid, but again, that's subjective.
I honestly was thinking that Ocarina of Time was going to be number 1 because it's the number 1 on a lot of people's lists.
So did I, but I think I know what one's got to be now.
I'm kind of glad it's not though, actually.
I think I know what one's got to be. But anyway, Super Metroid. Let's talk about it. Good game.
I never really played it much. I know very little about it. Like I've seen playthroughs of it, and I mean, I think if I did play it when I was younger, I would have loved it. Like it's just one of those that I didn't grow up on.
Yeah, it's
but
I
I do like it.
Yeah, I think a lot of what we have nowadays, a lot of modern games take things from Super Metroid. I think it's like that shooter. Um,
Yeah,
so it wasn't first person, but in a way, it kind of inspired, like the GoldenEye, for example, and then GoldenEye further on inspiring now. A lot of these games in the 90s were inspirations for what we have now. Which obviously I'm not a fan. I'm not too big a fan of games nowadays, but a lot of people are, and in a way they have the games from the 90s and 80s to thank for that because
yeah,
the inspiration that they had. I think that Super Metroid had that. Just the over, and also the fact that you had a hero or a heroine actually. You had a
yeah. That was
heroine.
pretty big too, especially during that time in the early
To,
'90s.
yeah, it's like a
That was
heroine
pretty cool.
to identify with,
Hmm.
and going around blowing shit up and shooting all that. It's yeah, but I never played as much. Like I said, I'm the same as you. I never played
Yeah,
as much as many other people, but I think
yeah,
it's I think it'll be that high. I wouldn't give it two, but definitely top five, probably. Yeah,
yeah. I think it should be pretty high, but not that high.
yeah. A bit like me. I'm pretty high, but not too high.
Yeah, exactly.
Whilst I'm recording this, so yeah. Guess what number one is? I thought so.
Just say it.
Super Mario Bros.
I disagree.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it at one, but
I would
I
never
should.
put that at one. I mean, I get it. All right, like that's the obvious choice, though, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
to be fair, there's quite a few obvious choices. Like you said, Ocarina of Time, and
But
Mario 64 could have been.
to be fair, that's kind of what it was the make or break point for Nintendo. So that's why it was so important for Nintendo. Because
Yeah,
if it wasn't for that, they might have just fallen off the face of the planet.
no, no,
Because
exactly.
because
But
that was during the time when video games were like there was like a video game depression kind of like it was about to be like not a thing anymore. Because people were like, oh, it's just a toy and all that. And people were pretty unimpressed and kind of moving away from it until that happened. And then everyone's like, holy fuck.
yeah, because I think it was the Atari, wasn't it? That wasn't
Yeah.
doing great. But
Yeah.
to be fair, without this game being successful, would have none of us games you talked about earlier, Mario 3, Mario World, which on all the other games I think are superior to this one. But having said that, without this game being as successful and as unique, I guess, for the time as it was,
Yeah.
then you wouldn't have those classics that we have now. So
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I kind of like get it more. Like I'm kind of starting to agree with that being number one more because again, without that like foundation, like what video games were before that were
well,
so
Pong,
different.
Pong, Pong and Pac-Man.
Exactly. Like just like stuff like that and like the whole Atari stuff. But as soon as Mario Brothers came along, it's like it was so different. And
Yes,
that was like games are like so this is what video games can be. And then everyone like took inspiration from that and it's like, oh, it was just like brand new because no one has seen anything like
I
that
know.
before. So it's like, whoa, this is cool. We can do this kind of thing. And it look where we are now.
I
Crazy.
know.
Crazy,
Here we
crazy.
and here we are, 30 years down the line, talking about a list of games
I
that
know.
are
Can you believe
awesome.
that? Wow. That was fun though. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was amazing, and that was not our list, by the way. That was a list already established, but
Yeah, we'll link it.
list compiled. But that was fun. That's about 2 hours long. That
Not
um,
too bad.
no, not too shabby. But yeah, we'll
Yeah,
probably do stuff like this in the future.
yeah, just kind of podcasty kind of thing.
Yep.
Just because we do this in calls anyway, so it's like, why not?
Yeah, why not share it with something with you guys?
Yeah.
But yeah. So
Tell us your thoughts.
yeah,
What you want.
exactly. We
Like,
can't wait to
what you thought about all those games and stuff too, because we all have different opinions.
Absolutely. I might actually, when the video goes up, I might put my list. I might just put like a top 20 or something. I could do
Yeah,
that.
I want to start doing some list videos. Like, I want to do like top Mario Kart tracks and stuff like that. So I might start doing some videos like that.
Exactly. Stay tuned for that, guys, for
Just to
sure.
say my favorites. Yeah.
But yeah.
But anyway, I think we've talked here long enough. So
Yep. So yep. Leave your feedback. Leave your comments. Um, and we'll see you guys for the next LP part and for the next podcast, whatever we do. Yep.
yep.
See you guys.
See ya.